Hey, what's up everyone? John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be directly comparing Busuu and Pimsleur. I've used and tested out both of these language learning programs, and now it's time to tell you which one I think is more effective. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Okay, welcome back. I should mention up front here that since I'll primarily just be focusing on the areas in which Pimsleur is better than Busuu and vice versa, if you find you need more detail at any point during this video, or if you really want to dive into each company's lesson structure, format, and learning framework, you can always check out our full detailed rank comparison over on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight, Busuu versus Pimsleur. That's a quick way to find it. Alright, so to kick things off, let's cover what the lessons from both companies are like, starting first with Pimsleur. And their lessons are rooted in conversational practice. So to start each lesson, you complete a 30-minute audio exercise where a moderator speaking in English walks you through a conversation in your target language step by step. You'll listen to a few sentences in your target language, the moderator will then stop to explain the situation to you, and then he or she will ask you questions and have you engage and participate. So essentially, think of this exercise as a guided conversation. And then after the audio lesson, you review what you just learned through a variety of drills and exercises, including digital flashcards, quizzes, and speed games. Then moving over to Busuu, their lessons are sort of similar to the second half of Pimsleur's lessons. In other words, no guided conversations. Each lesson takes anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes to complete and is comprised of 3 to 4 mini lessons. The first mini lesson will introduce you to the topic or target words, and then the subsequent mini lessons will have you practice what you just learned through a variety of drills, exercises, and quizzes that span listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Overall, the Busuu exercises are a little bit more diverse than Pimsleur's. For example, they contain video clips of native speakers, and in some cases, you'll even record yourself answering a question or responding to a prompt, and then the recording gets sent to the Busuu community for feedback. And I know I covered that pretty quickly, so if you want to see examples of the various Busuu and Pimsleur drills and exercises that I just talked about, be sure to check out that full detailed rank comparison on our website that I mentioned. I'll have it linked down below in the description. I have screenshots and examples over there, so you can get a better feel for what to expect. Alright, so now that I've covered how each company's lessons work, let's quickly touch on pricing. Starting with Pimsleur. They offer 2 different subscription options. A premium plan, which costs $20 per month and includes access to 1 language, or for $1 more per month, you can upgrade to the Pimsleur All Access plan, which includes access to the 50+ languages that Pimsleur covers. Then jumping over to Busuu, they take a slightly different approach in that they actually offer a free plan. But as you might expect with anything that's free, the plan does have some serious restrictions in terms of features and content. So as a result, most people opt for either the Busuu Premium plan or their Premium Plus plan, which costs anywhere from $3 to $14 per month, depending on whether you sign up for 1 month, 1 year, or 2 years. So, any way you slice it, Busuu is the more affordable option by a pretty good margin. I should add though that Pimsleur does offer a free 7-day trial period, so sort of like Busuu's free version, you can always test the waters before fully committing. Also, it's important to note that both Busuu and Pimsleur offer deals and special promotions from time to time, so be sure to check the description below for coupon codes. I'll drop any current discounts that I can find down there for you. Maybe save yourself some coin. And by the way, if I could just say, we work really hard to produce honest, helpful, and informative content, all totally free. So if Busuu or Pimsleur end up being the right choice for you, we'd really appreciate it if you'd use those links listed down below in the description. Using those links supports our channel and allows us to keep creating these types of helpful review videos. And if it turns out that neither Busuu or Pimsleur is a great fit for you, it's no problem at all. My ultimate goal is just to make sure you get matched up with the right language learning program to meet your specific needs and goals, and we have a ton of other helpful reviews and comparisons of other companies that you can check out. Alright, so now that I've covered subscription options, pricing, and you have an idea of what the lessons from both companies are like, let's talk about the main reasons why I think Pimsleur is better than Busuu and vice versa. And let's start with Pimsleur. Reason number 1 in their favor is that their lessons are more effective than Busuu's for developing your conversational skills. So instead of occasionally recording yourself responding to a short prompt and then receiving feedback on it like you do with Busuu, the Pimsleur lessons are much more comprehensive. Their interactive lessons prompt you to respond to a fluent speaker using words, phrases, and sentences in the context of a detailed mock conversation. You're actively involved in tracking the conversation since you need to understand the situation and respond at the proper times when the moderator directs you to. In my opinion, this active participation is powerful at getting you to recall and use the target language under pressure, just like you would in real-life situations. That's an important point here. You're getting simulated real-world experience with Pimsleur, which, in my opinion, is about the best practice for truly learning a new language. Okay, so next up, number 2, and this sort of builds on the last point. I think Pimsleur's lessons, language content, and overall learning framework are better suited for people looking to gain a more advanced level of fluency. With Busuu, because their lessons primarily revolve around new vocabulary and quick-hit drills and exercises, there's no real opportunity for spontaneous language usage that mimics or simulates real conversations, which, as you know now, is an area where Pimsleur excels. So overall, I have to give the edge to Pimsleur if your main goal is to pick up the language quickly and start having basic conversations in your target language. Alright, so reason number 3. Because a good portion of the Pimsleur lessons are audio-based, I like that you can complete a lot of your coursework when you're washing dishes, doing laundry, on the treadmill, whatever. It's just nice, you don't have to be tied to your computer or phone at all times like you do with Busuu. I think I can speak for most people out there when I say that sometimes when you're learning something new, it's just nice to switch things up and get a change of scenery to break up your routine and keep things fresh. And the Pimsleur lessons definitely allow for that. Their mobile app even comes with a special driving mode so you can learn and knock out lessons during your commute. So overall, I've got to hand it to Pimsleur here for how flexible their lessons are. Alright, last up here, reason number 4 is the simple fact that Pimsleur covers more languages than Busuu. They cover over 50 different languages, whereas Busuu only covers about 12 languages. So if you're looking for a language course outside of Spanish, German, French, Japanese, or any of the other big popular ones, then Pimsleur is likely going to be your answer. Okay, so let's flip the script now and cover the major reasons to choose Busuu. But before I get to that, I should mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we give away a free language learning course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description, but just know, it takes less than 10 seconds to enter, and hey, you never know. You could win a totally free Busuu Premium or Pimsleur subscription. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about Busuu. And the first reason in their favor is that their lessons are a little bit more diverse than Pimsleur's. In other words, there's less repetition and more variety in terms of the drills and exercises that you complete. For example, Busuu integrates video clips of fluent speakers into their lesson plan, which is something missing from the Pimsleur curriculum. This is a perfect example because I think video can be a game changer when you're trying to learn a new language. Being able to visually see a local speak the language and observe their body language, facial expressions, hand gestures, and posture is super valuable. I think the nonverbal aspects of communication really help you pick up the language quicker. So overall, I have to give Busuu credit for how diverse and engaging their lessons are. Alright, so reason number 2. I'm a big fan of the feedback system that Busuu has integrated into their courses. This really helps promote a community-like feel among the millions of Busuu users out there. So as you complete lessons, some of your practice exercises, either written or verbal, are sent to the Busuu community for feedback. So for example, if you're learning German, you might be presented with a picture of 2 young people drinking a beer at a beer garden. You'll then record yourself describing what's happening in the image, and then usually within 60 minutes, 1 or 2 fluent German speakers will respond with feedback regarding your description and pronunciation. It's pretty awesome. Busuu really makes it easy to be social and make new friends. And the best part is that you can return the favor by providing feedback for people learning English. Overall, it's just a really supportive ecosystem that Busuu has created. Okay, so last up here, reason number 3 is that the Busuu courses contain super helpful grammar instruction and cultural insights, which is something that Pimsleur doesn't really emphasize that heavily. So with Busuu, every few lessons, the topic will focus strictly on an important grammar principle or rule, like definite articles or possessive pronouns. And the awesome part is that the Busuu lessons don't slow you down with long, dense explanations. It's not a textbook-style lesson like you probably experienced in high school. Rather, Busuu typically just provides a simple 2 to 3 sentence explanation, followed by a couple obvious examples, and then a few drills and exercises to ensure you understand the concept. Overall, it's just a very streamlined and efficient way of delivering grammar instruction. And that about does it for the detail in this comparison, so let's get to my final verdict. Should you choose Busuu or Pimsleur? Well, after thoroughly testing each program, I think it's a very close call. I actually really like the language courses from both companies. But in the end, I'd have to lean towards Pimsleur, mainly because of their interactive audio lessons. I just think Pimsleur is going to better prepare you to speak your target language quicker and ultimately help you achieve a higher level of fluency. And that's all I have for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That'd really be appreciated. And if you want to learn more about either company, or again, see that full detailed rating comparison that I mentioned earlier in this video, make sure to hop on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, or check out the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. We have a ton of great language content out there. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.